So the talk of the town this morning is Usher and Chris Brown are going to be playing a sold-out show at the Dome tonight. And we're here with one of the musical geniuses behind that performance. We are here with Grammy award-winning music producer Bobby Ross Avila. Bobby is the producer for Usher's performance on this tour. And if that wasn't enough, he also performs as a member of Usher's band every night. Bobby, thank you so much for joining us. We're so excited to have you. First of all, have you ever been to St. Louis before?
I've been to St. Louis, yep.
Because how long have you been in the industry?
Too long, 38 years.
38
yeah,
years.
I'm dating myself now.
So something that's really special, I think, about your contribution to this show is that you have a hand in every step of the musical experience. You're a producer with the music, with the performance itself, and then you also perform. So I'm curious for you, how do you know whether a show is a success or not?
You know, you never know. You just put your all in. I think what's great, you know, besides myself, it takes a team, and we have an amazing team. I work alongside my brother, Avila, who's the other half of the Avila brothers. We have our engineer, Bruce. We have Jamel, Mitch Kahn, who's Chris Brown's music director, security, production, you know, choreography. There's a lot that really goes into it.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, one thing I will say, you've sold out the show. So that's an obvious mark of success that people are really eager to hear what you've got.
That's a testament to the power of music and to Chris's legacy and Usher's one doubt. Like, just... I give it to them.
And you started as a performer as well when you first got into the industry, is that right?
Yeah, I started as an artist at 12 years old, and you know, music took me on a journey, and next thing you know, I'm performing for the New Kids on the Block on their tour, you know, back when they were doing their thing at a high level, and then I ended up meeting Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis when I was like 14, 15 years old.
That just drew a shock for Michelle.
Oh, yes.
Michelle, we might have you come over here and ask some questions.
But, you know, through that relationship, you know, life just kind of took me on a journey, and that's ultimately how me and my brother met Usher and produced and wrote like 5, 6 songs on the Confessions record.
Wow.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about your creative process here. Now, when you're collaborating with another artist, I imagine that, you know, they've got their own visions, they've got their own identity. Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about that process, how you guys brainstorm and work together.
I think what's unique is we've known Usher for about a good 20 plus years. So we kind of know what, you know, makes him tick. And I think it's just a collective effort of just, you know, vision, creativity, imagination, and we put that together with the body of work that he has, and we create this experience. And that's really like the gist of it.
Something that I've heard from my friends that have been able to see Usher several times is they want to commend you guys that when you go to a show, lots of times an artist will just kind of, you know, perform their hits. But something specifically that friends of mine have said about they appreciate about Usher shows is it is a narrative experience. It feels like you're telling a story. Is that something that you guys were deliberate about creating, or it just kind of happened?
Yeah, absolutely. I think from Usher's perspective and the team, it's really about storytelling. Because you can go to, you know, from one hit to the next, but it's really taking the fan and the music lover on a journey. That's kind of like the sole purpose of what we do in terms of creating this experience is really focusing on the story, for sure.
So something I'd like to ask Bobby is, you know, today obviously you are doing your performance. What does the average day leading up to a performance look like for you?
You know, 3 words: crazy, crazy, crazy.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
But no, it's great, man. I mean, I think again, it's just the power of music. You know, we've done about maybe 10 or 11 shows, and I think what's fascinating to me is just to see the power of music and what the gift of music does and puts people together, puts strangers together. And I think seeing these 2 iconic artists, what's powerful is that you see how similar they are and how different they are in the same space, and to see what music can do and how it can touch people.
So I'd like to ask you, what has been the biggest highlight of your career? You might need to think about that a moment.
You know, honestly, it's now. It's being an artist again. It's being on this tour. It's having my son right by my side. He's on the tour with me, my mom. So our family's here. So it's a great experience for me, just from a, you know, a humanity perspective. I'm really blessed to be able to do what I do. I get to talk to kids in the inner city, in every city that we go to. So I take the time out because I believe that I'm where I'm at because a lot of people poured in my cup. And, you know, I'm really trying to help anybody operate in their gift in a bad situation. So I'm blessed to be where I'm at. So that's really like the gist of my day.
Well, I'd like to ask you one last question, Bobby. On the subject of kids, what do you say to kids who look at you and say, I want to do what you do?
You know, it's simple. It's like, you know, whatever's making your heart tick, whatever you grab, like whatever's pulling you, chase that. Don't chase the dream, chase that, because that's really who they are. And I'm in the business of just chasing me. Like that's whatever I'm passionate about, I'm chasing that.
And that's what keeps you going, right? Because it's a tough business to work in.
Yeah,
I can't imagine the
It's
hours you put in, but do you, you know, these 20-something years later, you still feel that pull?
100%. I think, again, you know, I was in Minneapolis and I did a tour at Paisley Park, and Prince was like one of my like idols. Like I love Prince, and I'm still passionate about it, and I think that's what's exciting about where I'm at, and that's a testament to music. Like music's the one thing that brings everybody together. You know, you might say, oh, I hate this kind of food, or I don't like this kind of drink, but you never say I hate music, and to me, that's what really drives me, for sure.
That's awesome. Bobby, thank you so much for joining us. I know you've got a very busy day. Crazy, crazy, crazy. We tell you at home how you could get tickets, but here's the thing, they've already sold out. So maybe next time. You'll have to come back to St. Louis.
Anytime. I love St. Louis.
Bobby, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure chatting with you.
Thank you.